What up? How's it going? Hey, I want to hurry up and get into this one. The Mexican gangsters have crossed over into Texas, killed everybody who saw them come in, and now they on their way to see Heisenberg. Trying to figure out if they'll be able to find him and how. Because this show is not just going to play it straightforward. Like, they just show up, kill him. You know what I mean? And the reason I know that is, even when it came down to, yo, is he going to reveal that he's a drug dealer to his wife? The way they played that was dope. It could have just been, he finally does a big reveal. No. She was like, you're a drug dealer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just really liked how the writers did that, man. Because, yeah, that's how it would go. That's how it would go, right? She's like, if he ain't cheating on me, what's she doing? She had a ton of time to ponder and everything. So, hey, let's go ahead and get into this one. I'm over here talking. I said I want to get into it. Let's start the episode. Look, remember just a season ago? No, 2 seasons ago? My man was shook. He saw cops. Now look at him. Easy going, and I don't know, man. He really think he out the game, and okay, yeah. No, sir.
You know of Flight 515, the plane crash? You're wearing the ribbon?
Yes, sir. I'm quite aware of Wayfarer 515. So regardless of how that windshield was damaged, this car is unsafe to drive in this condition. Stay in the car, please.
Walt, if you don't get your ass back in there.
Sir, I asked you to stay in the vehicle. Sir, listen.
No. You listen to me. It's time for you to listen to me.
Oh,
sir,
no.
This is America. Okay,
This is America.
You understand that?
Stand down or I'm going to pepper spray.
Oh, you're going to pepper spray?
You understand that?
That is just perfect. Pepper spray the man who's expressing his opinion under the First Amendment.
Oh, no. The greatest hit-time American, the First Amendment. I understand where Walt's coming from. I don't understand what the hell he doing. That don't even register in my head. Boy, should have sat his ass there at 10 and 2.
Question is, why do we have Juarez-style action on our side of the DMZ? They sending a message, clearing a path, or just about stopping one particular border hopper?
You think his family will? Well, y'all see this, but would his family ever let him come back?
You're selling the place.
In this market, can you believe it?
Early on, it seemed like Pinkman was a poser. Okay, but whatever. People go through phases in their life or whatever. But I still expected that when he got clean, he'd still be on that, hey, look, yo, you know, because he even talked that way to his parents when he was on the drugs and stuff. But to see him clean and be like, I'm throwing all that away, I don't, yeah, he's not really doing that anymore, right? And I use the word poser, but I won't say it's poser. Like I said, it was a phase almost, you know what I mean? But yeah.
So what you do with the upstairs bathroom?
All redone. New tiles in the bathrooms and kitchens, granite countertops, new appliances, all top of the line.
It's great, Dad. Think I can get a tour?
These guys are trying to finish up. Maybe we better stay out of their way. There are pictures on the website if you want to take a look.
Is he gonna buy it?
You're looking healthy. I'll tell your mother, she'll be happy.
You know, I could come by sometime for dinner or something.
Yeah.
Officer, I'm very sorry that I
Oh.
lost my temper.
He apologized.
There's no excuse for my behavior. It was disrespectful. She's divorcing me.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. It is what it is.
She doesn't want me to see the kids.
She said that?
She's not going to the cops. She's not going to tell a living soul. You want to know why? If she blabs, it'll be a disaster. For her, that DEA brother-in-law, screwed. You were right under his nose. The
Wow.
kids, paging Dr. Phil, my daddy's a drug dealer, and my mommy turned him in. The feds will come and RICO her and the kids out on the street. Oof, good luck arguing with them on that. No, it's not going to happen. It's a calamity. But we live to fight another day. And after a decent interval of time, well, There are other fish in the sea. You've been out of circulation for a while. I mean, you'll be just amazed at what's out there. Thailand, the Czech Republic. I mean, those women are so grateful to even be here.
Yeah.
It's me. We may have a wife problem. Look, I need eyes on it.
You got an address?
Oh shit.
I don't know what your problem is. You may not love him anymore, but I do. I mean, why you gotta be such a
Don't say
a
it.
bitch?
Oh.
Hey, no.
Hey,
You can't talk to your mom. He gets cancer, time's running out, midlife crisis. He acts up, steps up. And the wife, she catches him. I mean, it's a story as old as time. Look, do the math, Marie. Only comes out one way.
You want a job?
A job? Who's got a job for me?
I do.
He sounds so grown up and adult after leaving that place. While in normal cases, I'd be like, hey man, that's dope. That like, I mean, he want to be with his father, you know what? Okay. Walt just think he can lead that life. He cannot. It's coming for him. That's where it sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh. Oh. They are the cousins, huh? They're the cousins. That's a dope way to communicate. Walt White. Holy shit. Oh no! What the fuck? This is bad.
What if your kids found out?
If my kids found out,
Someday they're going to be old enough. How would you explain it to them?
I'd say that I might have feet of clay but that whatever I did thinking of them. I haven't thought that far ahead, Skylar. I'm just trying to keep my head above water. So.
But it's where you belong. Dad, it's your house. Uncle Hank, Aunt Marie, everybody knows that you haven't done anything wrong. Everybody is on your side.
All of this has nothing to do with how we feel about you, okay? We both love you very, very much.
He think he gonna come in that house and yeah, I already knew that. He trying to get the house back. Will Saul be able to get him the house?
Hello. The money is already burning a hole in my client's account. You could ask Mr. Gardner. I've shown him all the pertinent financials.
It's the only reason we're sitting here.
Fair enough. We get a few papers signed and notarized. We can take care of this right now. In fact, I could wire you your money this very afternoon. There's just one little hair in the soup, the price.
We feel $875 is very fair.
But I suppose there's always a little wiggle room.
Wiggle us on down to 400, and you got yourselves a deal.
God
400,000? What is that, a joke?
400,000. That's my final offer.
Well, this is a waste of time.
How could you possibly imagine that we would entertain this?
Come on, honey.
I don't know. I just thought some allowance was in order once I heard about the meth lab. The one that used to be in the basement. I looked over your signed disclosure statements, and I don't see any mention of a meth lab. No. Oh, you got your termite inspection. And don't get me wrong, I applaud your cojones. I mean, good try of sneaking a meth-contaminated property past the buyer. I mean, I could file a suit and encumber this property indefinitely, or could start some criminal proceedings. But I don't think any of us want that now. Do we?
I know why this motherfucker got his own show. That's a bad motherfucker, man. Hey, I was like, how's he gonna get them to give it up? Man, let's go. That was tough. I like that. Walt, it's not gonna happen, buddy. Beneke might be in that house right now. No, he did not show up with the big ass family pizza.
Can't we at least just sit down and eat a piece of pizza together? Just to hash things out like adults.
We have discussed everything we need to discuss. I thought I made myself very clear.
You got dipping sticks.
With the garlic sauce or the marinara? Damn, man. Yeah, that we knew that wasn't gonna work. Like, hey, man, that was perfect.
When I went out this morning to get the newspaper, I saw a pizza on our roof. Do you know anything about that?
Hey, Mom. Dad. How's it going?
Oh, this some cold ass
It's
shit.
really not a good time.
Oh no, it's a great time for me to walk into my home.
Jesse, the house has been sold. The new owners are expected at any moment. Where do you think you're going?
Inside. Bought the place.
Oh man. Oh shit! Yo! He about to owe Saul like a motherfucker. He gets out of this, we know how it happens, but...
It's me. There's something you should know about.
Hold on.
That's Gus dude. Oh, shit. Oh, they gonna play it cool like a motherfucker. Just wait for him. They about to call off the dogs. Oh. Oh.
You can't remember.
First, let me start by saying, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I got a Patreon where you can get early and full-length reactions to things like this. Check it out. Hey. So, yeah, I'm laughing and joking. That's how I get down. Walt is assed out. And here's why. He just think he out of this game just... Okay, he think he out of the game. We know that's not how it worked. When people say you end up either dead or in jail, they not joking about that. And to the heights he got, he's not dealing with motherfuckers just on the street corner. He dealing with bigwigs. You know, the type of motherfuckers who could call off murderers from the other side of the border. Right? Those type. This is where I'm so into this. Because now I'm like, what the fuck? They got called off. They sort of Poyos. Yeah. They was like, okay, bounced. Will Walt now owe Gus? Will Gus come at him like, hey, look, I want that blue meth and I'm not paying you a motherfucking thing. You owe me. Will Saul come at him like, you're going to make that blue meth. Whatever you get from it, I'm getting all of it. Because look how many strings got pulled while his goofy ass singing Horse with No Name, fucking washing and shit. The fuck you doing, Walt? See, this is what I mean. Okay. There was a part where I said, He understands, he knows the gravity of the situation, yet he doesn't respect it. This is his entire life. We could sum it up like that right now at this point in the show that I'm watching. I'm not talking about where it goes from here. I'm talking about right now. What I mean by that is, let's talk about the wife. He knows how that woman is. He knows what he did, all with the assumption that if she found out, this is how it could go. That's why you've been lying the whole time, correct, Walt? So this whole damn near surprise that he got, I'm like, man, hey, eat that shit. That's how I feel about him right now at this moment. It's like, dog, you know how this, we all seen how she is. Like, okay. So then we get to the point where he arrives at the house. We understand. He divorced. Well, the divorce, I don't think it's going fully through yet, but they separated, about to get divorced, and he's showing up to the house with a pizza looking like a fucking fool, my guy. I understand. Believe me, I understand where he's coming from. That don't mean he didn't look like a fucking fool. He threw a pizza on the roof. That was hilarious, right? And it's out the hot Albuquerque sun just, melting. He's not understanding. That's once again. So 2 times, like just the situation of the divorce, him showing up there with the pizza with the son, mouthwash, and he knows what is up. So why he acting like he don't know what is up? Do y'all understand? I know I'm speaking in a certain way, but like, well, you know what's up. Like, why you acting like you don't know though? So then he showed up. Motherfucker, you know them locks was gonna be changed. You been living with her this whole time. I just been watching this goddamn show. I knew the blocks was gonna be changed like a motherfucker. Ain't nobody had to tell me that. We know how Skylar is, my guy. Hey, yo. So, once again, not respecting what it is. Okay. So then we go back to this drug shit. Let's look on the brighter side of things. It's like, and the positivity and all this, and I am not a bad guy. There have been multiple times prior to this moment where you was a bad guy and you made that decision and we'd see it in your face. You was the bad guy. Okay, you try to talk yourself out of it, but don't be disingenuous with yourself. Okay? I'm watching this as a viewer. By the way, all of this doesn't mean I dislike the character at all. I love this type of shit. I love that the character is this deep and this flawed. You feel what I'm saying? All this, I understand there are people who are fans of characters and shit, but I like this flaw in him right now because otherwise we wouldn't have a show, right? He's not able to reconcile what he is. It's not, forget what he became that, and forget that what he used to be. This is what you are now, man. All those crimes and the bodies that are behind y'all is like, that's what it is. So my man think he just gonna lead that life? I think he think, hey man, I'm just a good guy, suburbia, and I gotta get my family back to get to this good old suburban life. Fuck out of here, Walt. Fuck you talking about? A man just offered you $3 million. He said for 3 months of work, all off the books, because it can't be on the books, and you just like, nah, I'm not that kind of guy. And then he talks to Saul. I'm not a bad guy. When I say everything I'm saying, I understand why he's trying to talk himself into that. I understand why after he see that girl die and like they said, she drowned in her own vomit, he could have flipped her. I understand why he's like, yo, I'm not that. I can understand him almost panicking, realizing where he came from to what he is now and trying to reconcile with that. And then forget the reconciliation. I'm not that. To see Pinkman, I want to get into Pinkman real quick. He said, I'm the bad guy. Okay. Early on, when I saw him and his friends, it was like whack to me. Not him as the character. Once again, I'm talking about just how they were. Like if I saw people like that in real life, I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like that's that. Why y'all talking like that? to see him come out and be clean and all of that side be gone, it lent itself to the suspicions that I had, and that he was posing, and that was part of a shield. That was part of, I'm in this group. When I say this group, I mean that sort of lifestyle, and this is who I got to be. To be, I won't even say respected, just to be dealt with. And so when Pinkman is now, Jesse is out, and remember, when he talked to his parents, he'd be like, chill out, yo. Hey, what were you guys trying to play me, bro? Like, that's how he would talk. When he came up to his father, he sounded like a straight grown man. Looked him in his eyes, looked him in his face. There was no shiftiness. And the one thing that the father didn't recognize that. And what that means is they had finally done it. They had finally put in place in their brain that my son is one way. Like, they couldn't even see. He said something to the fact, you look good. I'll let your mom know. But that's all he could. And I'm assuming, yeah, he's been to rehab before or something like that. So he may have seen a semblance of that, but he couldn't recognize it. So Jesse comes in there in all seriousness. No playing, no goofy shit, no, hey, yo, and sitting there. He came in there business, took that money out. I need you to do something for me. And Saul does what he does. First off, Saul Goodman is, I get why he got a show. Nothing of this character is over the top. And it could be so easily done bad, that character. But when he came in and he did what he did, I was like, oh, yo, that's right. That's right. So by the time Pinkman drives up, and as I said, they don't recognize that he's changed. So when he walks in, they're like, walks up, hey, don't go in there. We just sold that house. Which, by the way, y'all sold the house. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, that motherfucker messed with it. Okay. But the way he did it, just smooth. He walked in and he made sure to look back at him. And they was like, what the? Door closed. And I'm like, yeah, man. That was dope. That was dope. While I understood why they were on that was the last straw for them, I do understand why he like, hey, man, first off, that was his aunt's house. He loved that house. He loved his aunt. So I understand. I like that storyline. I see growth in him. That is, though he, at the same time that he left behind old ways, he has accepted what he is. That's interesting. He like, I don't even got to put on that front, and I don't got to put on, who knows if he'll end up putting the beanie back on and shit. But it almost seems like he's like, I don't even got to put on that front no more. I know who I am. That was what that whole talk was about with the guy at the bonfire, at the fire or whatever. It was like, yo, don't be mad at who you are, try to change who you are. Like, know who you are. And man. Whereas we see Walt, who does not know who he is. He's lost himself completely. My man was wildin'. He was wildin'. And he pulled out all the greatest hits that we see of videos like that. Freedom of speech, the First Amendment, I thought this was America, right? Like all that shit. And like I said, there's a ton of videos like that. I'm like, dog, you at least go get tased or pepper spray, because he was flailing his arms and clapping and doing all sorts of shit, which we know how that go for some people. But once again, I'm right now, I don't hate the wife. I understand it may come, but right now, I understand why she would do what she do. But like I said, I don't understand her not even asking about the money and nothing like that. Like, man, you paid for all of that? Break me off something. Especially when, like I said, he done bought stuff and put it into the house. You feel me? Like, hey. Oh, here's another thing. Here's one last thing. When Walt opened up to Hank, told Hank about the divorce, and Hank said, because Hank is in a masculine ass job, he's seen this all the time, especially cops and stuff like that. He's seen divorce all the time. So when his reaction was his reaction to Walt, like, oh, she wants a divorce. And I think he said it is what it is or something to that effect. Right. But, like, I'd expect him to act that way. Like, yo, that's. And then when he said, but she won't let me see the kids. That's what Walt said. And you see Hank, like, she said that. So right then and there, I was going to say something, but I didn't want to, like, interject any more than I had. I was like, yo, Walt, if Hank starts asking around and tampering, like, you know, that might put a little bit more pressure on Skylar to say something. But once again, Saul came through like, hey man, she ain't gonna say nothing. Okay. But that is what happened. Now the sister's like, aren't you work? The sister is like being how the sister is, man. And I don't rock with her at all. Like, get out their business. You know what I mean? And Hank is just being the man that he is. He like, hey man, like, hey, I've seen this all the time. Like, he want to go out, do something. He's a nice guy, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and he probably told her because, you know. Now, there was part of that I found funny because when he said all of the reasons why he would cheat, that was all of the reasons he got into that drug dealing. But once he said that he probably told her and all, the other half of it of how Walt dealt with it, yeah, that's not what happened. And he didn't cheat. So, yeah, man, this is dope. Also, them two guys being called off. By the way, I was like, yo, those are the cousins. So I'm looking at the old folks home and I'm like, yo, what is going on here? Like, why are we here? And then they showed the guys. And okay, still a little slow. Then I saw the uncle. I'm like, oh, so those are his cousins. And when they used the Ouija board, I'm like, oh, that's fire. I like how they did that. So when they came and arrived at the same time as Saul's guy, who wants to, like he said, we got to keep a lookout on the wife. Okay, I understood that. But when Walt showed up, and Walt could have been done, it could have been bad. And you see them look at that picture like, yo, for Gus or Gustavo to come through, ooh, we about to see how this goes because Saul came through for him, Saul's guy, and Gus. Woo, he had no idea. Hey, man, next episode.